Hello, welcome to this new video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an APA style Word document template for your manuscript or assignments. It is going to have the words running head followed by a short descriptive title of your work and the page number to the right, then followed by a title page where you have a longer, more descriptive version of your title, your name, department, faculty, university, or any other affiliation. This will be followed by a page break. Page breaks are used to let the text flow within sections without overflowing and disturbing the format you've chosen for different sections. Next, we are going to have the running title without the words running head, followed by the page number, and then we are going to have the different sections that organize the text. The first will be a level 1 heading. Level 1 headings are centralized and written in bold with all important words capitalized. And the text begins one line below and you indent the paragraph. Within level 1 headings, you can have level 2 headings which are left indented. And like level 1 headings, all important letters have to be capitalized. The text also follows one line below and the paragraph is indented by a tab. We scroll down and we'll have another level 1 heading followed by a level 2 heading and a level 3 heading. A level 3 heading is a section within the level 2 heading. And this is a little bit different. You start by creating a tab, writing your heading, putting a full stop and then a space and beginning to write your text. I go down again. Here is another level 2 heading. And we have level 3 headings within that. And as we can see, level 3 headings are written just with an initial capital letter, followed by a full stop again, space, and the text follows. We scroll down and we finally come to another level 1 heading, the text within, and another level 1 heading for the references. A part of the 3 levels I've shown you here, the APA format have 5 levels altogether. A good place where I go to for reference is this website, and here you can see the 5 different headings. So let's now see how we can create such a template for use. Once you create one, it will be easy for you now to use it each time you want to write your manuscripts or assignments. You first of all begin with a blank page, and the first thing you want to do is to go to Layout, and then go to Margins. And you want this to be highlighted where it says normal and you're having 1 inch on all sides of the page. You go back to Home and you want the font size to be Times New Romans or any font which your institution wants you to use, and the font size is 12. We could adjust the paragraphs by coming down here, and where there's this arrow, we click on it and we'll see the different properties of the paragraph here. We want no indentation, so 00 here. We also want the spacing before and after to be at 00. Microsoft Word usually comes with a default value here which you have to replace with 0. And we want the line spacing to be double. After we have all this to be fine, we go OK. However, we will not repeatedly be defining things by manually clicking on the different parts. Looking here on the right, we have different template presets which we can define and call on later in our work. To use them, you go with your mouse on it, right click, and then select Modify. And then you want the formatting to be Times New Roman, the font size to be 12, and this should be left indented. Then you go to Format and left click it, go to Paragraph, and make sure the indentation is at 00, so no indentation, and the spacing before and after is all at 00. And you make sure the line spacing here is double. When you're done, you go OK. Then go select New Documents based on this template and go OK. We now go to the next, right click, go Modify, and then again Times New Roman and font size of 12. This should be left indented. And we go again to Format and Paragraph, and we verify again that there is no indentation and that the spacing before and after the paragraph is all set at 0. The line spacing here could be single or double. We go OK, and then we go again new documents based on this template and go OK. Next, we go to level 1 heading, right click, modify, and then we make sure the font is Times New Roman, the font size is 12, and this is bold and black, and this is centralized. Then we go to format and paragraph and make sure this is centered, no indentation, spacing before and spacing after, we leave everything like it is, and then line spacing should be double. We go OK and then select again new documents based on this template and go OK. Next, we go to the level 2 heading, right click, modify, font should be Times New Roman, font size 12, it should be bolded, the color should be black, and then this should be left indented. We go to format, paragraph, and we make sure the spacing is double, and we go OK, and then new documents based on this template, and again OK. And finally, we'll go to level 3, right click, select modify, the font should be Times New Roman, and the font size 12, this should be bolded, the color should be black, and this should be left aligned, and we go down to format, paragraph, and we leave everything like it is and make sure the spacing is double, and we go OK and select new documents based on this template and go OK. So now that we are done with setting the formats for the headings, the next thing we have to do is to create the header. One way to create the header is to go to Insert, and then we can create the headers from here. I go back to the Home button. A quicker way of doing it is to double click on the top of the page, and this brings up the design features from which you can select different possibilities. We'll go and say different first page and go to the left to page number and select top of the page and then upper right hand corner. Then we write running head, colon, and we write the running head. To send this all the way to the left, we hit the tab button. To leave the header section, you double click on the page. You must have noticed that I have this hidden formatting symbol, which I selected up here, and it's usually advisable to select it so that you see where you're going on the page. That is a good guide to use at the beginning. You always can toggle it away if you do not need it. So with that on, we're going to hit the enter key like 6 to 7 times, and then we'll create the title page by writing the title. I have some text I already wrote here, so I'll copy that and then paste in. And right now we have to highlight all of this and go center. Your title page usually contains a title, your name, department, faculty, university or affiliation. If you're dealing with a manuscript, if you're dealing with an assignment for your university, your title page usually will contain the title, the assignment name and the week, your name, course name and number, name of the lecturer, and a date. All of this is meant to guide your audience, whether it is the reader of your manuscript or your lecturer, on how to clearly sort out your manuscript for different purposes. You want to make the work easier for them. Now that we are done with the title page, we hit enter one more time, and then we go to insert, and then we go page break. We scroll down to the next page, and we need to create another header here. So we double click to create the header, and then the design features will be called up here again. And we go now to page number, and then again top of the page, and we go upper right hand corner and insert. We paste our brief title without the words running head, and we tap to bring it to the left. We double click on the page to go out of the header. We now can begin the different sections by typing, for instance, introduction. Actually, in APA, you do not need to type introduction at the beginning here. But just for completion, I want to show you how this goes. You can delete it later on from your template. So after typing, you're going to highlight this, and then you go to heading 1. And here you have your level 1 heading being centered, bolded. You hit enter to go to the next line. And then I have some placeholder text I've copied in the clipboard. I go paste that, and you see that it will paste as normal. So we go to the beginning of the paragraph and hit tab one time. We go to the next section again, and we type the heading, and then we highlight and go again level 1, and it comes to the center. We hit enter, and then we put in our placeholder text, and we go to the beginning again and go indent. We hit enter, and next we want to create a level 2 heading. We type the title and then highlight and go heading 2, and we see that this aligns to the left. We hit enter, and then we paste our placeholder text, and we come to the beginning and hit the tab key. I've gone ahead and created further level 2 headings, and we want now to create a level 3 heading. We type the heading and then period and a space, and we can put in our placeholder text. We highlight this heading and we go level 3. So you can continue with your template this way, defining the different headings until you go on to the end. We go again to a level 1 heading, which is here the discussion, and then finally another level 1 heading, which is the references. Word has inbuilt systems to do referencing. I usually do not use these ones here. In another video, I'm going to show you how you can use Zotero, a free referencing manager, to put in your references here in APA style. And that is the end of our video, where we've learned how to make an APA style Word document template for our manuscripts and assignments. We've learned how to create a running head, a title page, a header for the rest of the document, and the different subsections to organize our material. Thank you for watching this video. Please do not forget to give a thumbs up below. See you in the next video.